Hi Adam, here are a few stretches that will hopefully make your back and hip feel a little better. You're going to start standing with your feet hip to shoulder distance apart from each other. One arm lifts, that shoulder settles down from the ear. Take in a breath here and exhale over to the side. It doesn't need to be as far as you can go. If you can feel a stretch coming here, it's enough. Notice the top shoulder stays drawn back. Take in a breath to lift. Exhale to release. Now switch to the other side. Arm lifts, shoulder settles. Deep breath in. Exhale up and over. Holding for a few breaths. Let the bottom arm relax. Let your fingers relax. You can look a little down or look a little up. Notice again the top shoulder stays drawn back. Inhale as you lift. Exhale to release. One more time each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, settle. Inhale here. Exhale over. Hold for a few breaths. You might notice coming to the same place. You might notice coming up and over a little more. Both feet stay grounded, legs a little active. Inhale to lift. Exhale up and over. Look for things that you can relax, like your jaw, like the small muscles of your face, around your eyes. Inhale to lift. Exhale both arms down. Notice what you feel. From here you're going to come down and you'll either need the back of a chair or a couch or to be up against a wall. Come first to hands and knees with fingers spread apart. Knees coming down from your hips, wrists coming down from your shoulders. And a few times in a casual way, lift and lower your back. Start to link it to your breath so that you inhale in one direction and exhale in the other. It doesn't matter which way, as long as you're breathing to your motion. Notice movement all the way from the top of your head to your tailbone, bottom of the spine. 5 to 10 times is plenty. Walk your hands in. One foot is going to step forward until your leg is at a right angle. Ankle comes down from the knee, knees coming forward from the hip. Start to notice how it feels in front of the other hip. If you have a lot going on here, if you have a strong sensation of stretch, this is plenty. If you're not really feeling much of anything in the front of the thigh or in the front of the hip, then scoot that front foot a little farther forward. Both hips come forward to the same degree. So if one hip starts to come forward, then back it up again. Both shoulders are relaxed. This can either be with a taller spine, looking a little more forward, or if it feels better to you, you can make it into a little bit of a back bend. Chest finds a little lift, chin finds a little lift. You still have plenty of space in the back of your neck. Press down with your front foot, shift back, and switch to the other side. Again, start here. See what you can relax from your shoulders, to your neck, to your jaw. And if you have plenty going on, you'll stay here. And you might notice a difference, a small difference or a more significant difference, how one side feels compared to the other. Plenty going on here, or a little step forward, sinking forward and down, both hips in motion, holding forward with your chin more parallel to the floor, or that little bit of spinal extension. That's a back bend. Your breath can be just as calm, jaw just as relaxed. Press down with that front foot and shift back. Your next 3 postures are going to be on your back. This is where you're going to use your support. In all 3 of these, you might find that you have to move a little farther away or come a little closer to that support. So don't worry about needing to do that. The first one, you come onto your back with your feet up against the support, like you're lying in a chair. One leg lifts, and turn that leg bone a few times out and in. Notice that it's the leg motion while your hips are still. So if your butt starts to wiggle side to side, quiet your hip bones and move just the leg. Turn your toes out, heel in, and start to slowly cross your ankle toward the outer edge of the other thigh. This again might be plenty. Some things to watch out for are if your hips are moving a lot, or if your low back has started to press down into the floor, then you want to scoot a little further away until your hips have stayed in the same place with the natural space of the low back, just as if you still had your both feet on the couch or wall. Keep in mind that you're not trying to create a very strong sensation of stretch in the outer hip, that you're really just trying to identify a subtle sensation of stretch. Release with those same motions in mind, leg lifts, unwinds, and releases. Take a moment just to see again if you can feel any difference between one side and the other. Other leg lifts. Hips stay still. You might notice that I put my hands on my hips. That's a way of double checking that your hips are staying in the same place as you do that little leg motion again. Can think about it really being the thigh bone turning down into the hip socket. Come to a pause with your toes angled out and start to cross. This is a time where your hips might start to move a little, and I'm exaggerating. But you just want to watch for your hips staying in the same place. And if your hips are wanting to lift, or if your low back is wanting to press in, then just move a little further away from the wall. Once you're in place, look for things to relax. Take in and let go of a handful of breaths that are a little deeper than your natural breath. And after 5 to 10 cycles of breath, in breaths and out breaths, you'll unwind again through those same motions. Notice what you feel. 2 more to go. The next one, you might need to move in a little closer. Your feet are going to start in the same position, and you'll start to toe heel your feet a little out, a little wider. Now, you may stop somewhere around here, again, with your hips staying in the same place. So that's really about keeping your natural amount of space in the spine, from the top of the head down to the tailbone. So this might be plenty. You notice that I have some pillows, so you might want to grab cushions off a couch or some pillows, and if you can rest your legs on pillows, that would be great. You want to just imagine your leg bones getting heavier, hip bones heavy. Notice your breath. Again, for 5 to 10 cycles of breath. Your feet will walk back and toward each other. And one more to go, a twist. Shift your hips a little over to the right and lower your knees to the left. This can be a great time to use a pillow again, either underneath the legs or in between. Just whichever one you like better. Notice that the opposite shoulder stays gently connected without needing to push it down. So only the amount of twist that allows this shoulder to stay resting in a way that you can feel all the way to your fingers relaxed. As you release and come up and over to the other side, find that little shift again, scoot your butt a little over, and then start to release into the twist. While you're in the twist, notice that you might want to make just some little shifts that help you relax a little more. You might even use both pillows. More relaxation and a stretch equals more release. When you come out of the twist, relax again a little. Notice what you feel. It sort of lets your body take in the twist or whatever the posture is that you're coming out of. Take your time pressing up, and you might want to lean against your support. And that's it. Let me know how it goes. I love you.